What's going on, you guys? This is the Thrift Store Rundown, where we bring Hollywood home on a budget. When I go to look at a movie, I don't want to expect the movie to be bad. However, upon purchasing Martyrs through Amazon, this is the 2015 American remake of the 2008 French critically acclaimed psychological horror film. That's exactly what I was expecting this film to be. Bad. The French original film got critical acclaim on its side. On this side in America, the remake got a 6% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. A rotten rating. A shot-for-shot remake that doesn't bring anything new or substantial to the film. It just relies on physical gore more than psychological gore, and that's really not a good sign. So I was scared to review this film. However, I watched it, and judged on its own merits, because I have not seen the French original, and unless there's an English dub of it, I will never see it. Judged on its own merits as a standalone film, it was pretty darn good. The main reason why I was scared and yet motivated to watch and review this film, well, you're looking at her name right now. 10-year-old Lucy flees from the isolated warehouse where she has been held prisoner. Deeply traumatized, she is plagued by awful night terrors at the orphanage that takes her in. Her only comfort comes from Anna, who is played by Bailey Noble, a girl her own age. Nearly a decade later and still haunted by demons, Lucy finally tracks down the family that tortured her. As she and Anna move closer to the agonizing truth, they find themselves trapped in a nightmare. If they cannot escape, a martyr's fate awaits them. Martyrs are people who do not feel pain and yet kill for a cause. The lone special feature in this DVD is Martyrs' first look, which I will assume is a behind-the-scenes featurette. If there's any bad acting in this film, it comes from the nuns and the sisters at St. Mary's Orphanage. Kate Burton, who plays Eleanor, who is assigned to track down Martyrs, well, she was mediocre at the beginning, but picked up speed over time and was effective in her role. Bailey Noble did a good job as Anna. However, when she was being tortured by Eleanor's goons, her cries of pain sounded more like laughing. And if cries of pain and terror sound like laughing, then we got a problem. But she was pretty good. And as for, well, I'll get to her in a minute. Evan Goldman's music, well, there's not 5 minutes of a scene that goes by without tension-filled music. Evan did a good job. It was effective. It was decent. It did exactly what it needed to do to wrap up the tension in this film. By the way, he's one of my Facebook friends, so I wanted to give a special shout-out to him. The cinematography in this film, well, it was annoying during 2 critical action scenes. Too shaky. But that's what you get with independent films. You don't get art, but you do get good intentions, and I think the best of intentions was shown here. Kevin and Michael Getz, the Getz brothers, directed this remake from a screenplay by Mark L. Smith, who wrote Vacancy from Screen Gems. I would give Vacancy a 4 out of 5. It was good. We have a video for that as part of a Kate Beckinsale, Kate Upton video I think you'll love. Although he's not credited in this credit billing that you see here on the back of the DVD, Jason Blum, through Blumhouse Tilt, a division of Blumhouse Productions, produced this film. And you know, he is the 2-time Oscar-nominated producer for Get Out and Whiplash. He is also the producer of Truth or Dare, which stars Lucy Hale as Aria Montgomery. More on that later. And as for Troian, who plays Lucy in the film, oftentimes he would be mediocre. I know. You may say that I'm saying blasphemous things about the love of my life, but I have to be honest with you people. Plus, Zoe might be watching this, and she thinks I might be a little biased when it comes to my Pretty Little Liars obsession, that any film involving the PLLs on a big screen would be magic. This certainly wasn't magic, but I have to say, she did an effective job in this film most of the time, but not all the time. Besides, we don't get to see the Martyrs element until the beginning of the 3rd act of the film. And given the 86-minute running time, that's a long time to wait. The good majority of this film is just the home invasion part, which I had no problem with, except for the sometimes bad, sometimes good acting of Troian. She gave her all. She gave a valiant effort. I gotta give her that. 4 out of 5. A respectable 80 out of 100 points. As long as you don't compare this to the original French film, if you've seen it, then this is pretty darn good and would make for ideal Friday night horror night movie viewing. Speaking of our Pretty Little Liars on the big screen, here are some other films which star our little liars. Bratz from Lionsgate. Who plays Jade in the film? Janelle Paris, Mona Van der Waal. Inherent Vice, which earned an Oscar nomination for Paul Anderson, who wrote and directed the film. Sasha P. plays a prostitute in that film. She's Alison De Laurentiis, by the way, the Queen Liar. As mentioned, there's Truth or Dare, which was just released from Universal Pictures and Blumhouse Productions, that stars Lucy Hale as Aria, 21% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. And my classmate Eric Bolano says that the movie is stupid, had a stupid plot and stupid execution. So I'm scared to review that. Now, how about Ashley Benson? Well, Pixels, an Adam Sandler film, Lady Lisa, and we don't go near Adam Sandler films around here, except for bedtime stories. There's a film called Rattled, which I did a little preview of on my Instagram. It was at the thrift store, but no disc, no chance. Plus, he also starred in Spring Breakers alongside Selena Gomez, Vanessa Hudgens, and Rachel Cohen, who is the wife of director and writer Harmony Cohen. I'm not gonna go near Spring Breakers because I am not a fan of wild Miami Beach spring break overnight parties. That's just not my scene. Although Ashley Benson in a bikini and Ashley Benson in a lovely red dress as Lady Lisa in Pixels? Come on, are you kidding me? Hannah Marin is not a head-turner for nothing, people. She is a fox. I'm not gonna go near any of these films, except for Truth or Dare. I'm eyeing that one with a very sharp eagle eye because I really like Lucy Hale. But in the meantime, Martyrs definitely does fit the bill if you're looking for a good horror film. And I mean good, not spectacular, but good. So with that said, that review is done. That's the Thrift Store Rundown, bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Thanks for watching, and if you're watching this, Troian, next time, choose your films a little more wisely. I still love you with all my heart, though. My beautiful Spencer Hastings.